Don't complicate your training. So, for example, this can be whether it comes to bodybuilding, right, strength building, or even things like jumping higher, right? Simplify it, right? So, you want to build bigger shoulders. Well, you want an aesthetic physique. Focus on one exercise per muscle group. One, that's it. And prioritize that exercise. Blast it, right? So if you want bigger shoulders, right, focus on your shoulder press. Or if you're doing calisthenics, handstand push-ups. But prioritize it, okay? So for example, the shoulder press, don't be like, okay, I'm going to do shoulder press for 3 sets, and I'm going to do front raises, then some whatever other type of press, or even like Arnold press, this press, whatever. Standard military press with a barbell, for example. Or you might be wanting to prioritize it with a dumbbell because you prefer it. And prioritize that individual lift, right? Make that the staple of your workout. Do 10 sets, for example, right? On your way, if you do that once a week or twice a week. Not saying you can't do any supplementary stuff like side lateral raises, cool, but prioritize the shoulder press. And over time, as you see, firstly, you won't see the physical, like the visual results first. You'll see that, like, it's in your gains, but you will see that your numbers go up, right? And then over time, you notice, oh snap, my delts look tremendous. But focus, simplify it, basically. Do the same thing when it comes to your back. If you're trying to grow your lats, right, want to widen back, focus on your pull-ups, okay? Focus on your pull-ups or lat pull-downs if you can't do that. Do that and solely you don't have to change your grip a million times. You can do, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying you can't vary your exercises. All I am saying is if you simplify it and focus on a few simple exercises and focus on progressively overloading those few simple objectives, essentially. Have the exercise your objective, right? You'll reach your target, man, right? If you're trying to jump higher, I've spoken about this before, right? I've given you a bunch of different exercises to do, but the reality is perhaps focus for like the next 2 months on one exercise. Focus on weighted jumps. You can still supplement with other exercises, but just for the next 2 months, master your weighted jumps. Do insane weight, like, for example, you have a barbell deadlift, right? No, a hex bar deadlift. Focus on adding weight to it and jumping with that, making that your staple part of your jump workouts. That's the focus. That might be the only jump workout you do, jump exercise you do, right? Do that for 4 weeks. Take a deload week, do it again another 4 weeks, deload week, and then you can prioritize another exercise because you would have at that point seen a lot of improvements. You get what I'm saying? If you're trying to build more power as a boxer, you can do so many different exercises, but why not just prioritize one exercise, right? Kind of master the exercise. Get insanely good with that one exercise, and then you can vary it and start other exercises as well. I was about to, yawn. I don't know what's happening. But anyways, do that, right? That's what I mean. I think a lot of the time people have so many different exercises, and whenever you go on IG, there's like a million different exercises to do one thing. So each workout, for some reason, your leg workout, like you do 2 leg workouts a week, for example, you like the average gym goer, right? You do 2 of them, and in the space of a month, you've got what? 8 different leg workouts to do, right? Isn't that just crazy, right? 8 different guys. It can literally just be one workout, one leg workout that you do in the space of 2 months, but you just master that individual workout. You get what I'm saying? You're trying to run faster. When you go to the track, this is what I mean. When you go to the track, a lot of the time, you end up just doing, like, for example, my coach might have me doing 6 100s one session, right? 600 meters just at like 80% max speed, right? And I'm just doing that. The next session, maybe it's the same thing. You're just doing the basic running. You don't have a bunch of short sprint speed sessions where you're doing like 30 to 40 meters all the time. Most of the time, you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. You master that, then you progress. The only time they make it like a different workout routine type thing is because they want to keep you entertained. They want to keep you engaged, right? When you go to the track and you're doing this thing, this session, and this thing, the next session. Otherwise, keep it simple. Master those few things. If you're trying to improve your stamina, cool, you can do sprints, you can do long runs, whatever. How about you prioritize your long runs first? Master that. Get real good with your long runs. You start off maybe doing 3 miles. That might be long to you right now. Then you're doing 5. Then eventually you're doing 10. Heck, you're doing 20. You go in David Goggins style, right? Then you go, okay, cool. I want to improve my anaerobic endurance. You start doing a bit of sprints. Master that. And you keep whatever else you had, your long endurance, your aerobic endurance, at a maintenance level. Do it once a week whilst you're doing sprints 2 or 3 times a week. That's what I mean. You're trying to blow up your physique. Focus on literally what I would do. Like, I don't tell you the simple workouts, exercises. vertical pull, right? Vertical pull. I don't know why I did that. Horizontal, right? Vertical pull, horizontal pull, and shoulder press or overhead push, and then horizontal push as well, right? That's what I prioritize, right? But I'm gonna put it simply. If I was really trying to build my physique, right, I would do this. Now I'm talking weight training and calisthenics. So I'm just talking about what's most convenient. Number one, I would do is master my shoulder press whilst I master my pull up, right? So I'm gonna start doing shoulder presses. Like this could even be for like the next 3 to 6 months, right? Just prioritizing those two. My shoulders will blow up, my lats will blow up, right? And then I'll keep them at a maintenance level. Whilst I'm still doing potential other exercises, but I'll keep them at a maintenance level. Whilst I now prioritize my horizontal pull up or my rows, probably my seated rows, for example, right? Or my bent over rows. I prioritize that, make that the focus. Whilst I do pull ups, just at a maintenance level to maintain what I built, and I'm just doing horizontal pull ups or rows, right? At the same time, I'm mastering my weighted dip. My dips, firstly, I'm doing normal dips, and then I'm adding weight to them. Your triceps will blow up. There's no way they're not going to blow up. I'm like, I want more biceps. Alive and now, I personally would do chin-ups. I don't care for curls. I feel like whatever, but I would do chin-ups personally, but you can do curls, and I'd master that for ages, right? That's my personal approach. Or if you want to modify a little bit, have a few exercises. So, for example, you want big shoulders, you want wide lats. Prioritize, and maybe you want big arms, right? Prioritize your weighted dip, your weighted pull up, and your weighted chin up alongside your weighted pull up. That's it. Just those four. Obviously legs as well. I don't know why I just immediately speak as though people are trying to skip legs, because for me, I've got good legs, but never have I ever thought about them aesthetically. I've always just needed strong legs. That's it. Or powerful legs. But anyways, you do that, make that your staple. Doesn't mean you can't do any other exercise. You still can. Do your lateral raises, do your deadlifts, do your, I don't know what else, right? But my point is prioritize those. When it comes to legs, I know you might see a bunch of influencers do like, I don't know, hip thrusts, leg curls, whatever else, and different types of squats. Guys, just do barbell back squats. Blow up your back squats. Your quads will grow. I'm telling you. Blow up your back squats, right? Over time, you're like, oh man, I'm lacking in the glute department. Maybe you're a woman, right? Blow up the glutes. Blow up the hip thrust. Prioritize that one movement. Your hamstrings are weak. Maybe you're sprinting. You're noticing your hamstrings are weak. Blow up your leg curls, man, and your back extensions, right? But blow them up. And you notice you're lacking carbs. You don't have to do a million different types of exercises for one muscle. Blow it up. Focus on one thing. Same thing as I said with bounce. Focus on your weighted jumps. Over time, you're like, oh man, my weighted jumps are improving. I'm jumping higher. I still want to jump more. Now, the next section of your training, prioritize your depth jumps. Do that for the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Just depth jumps. You're doing depth jumps. Eventually, you start doing weighted depth jumps. You get what I'm saying? Do things like that. That's how you grow. But you have to have, obviously, patience. But you can't just go, oh, I learned that if I want to run faster, if I want to jump higher, there's 4 exercises to do. So I'm going to do all 4 of them. Nah. Allow yourself to adapt to each individual exercise. Master that. Move on to the next. Same with punch power. There's so many exercises I could give you to punch harder. But prioritize one at a time. That's what I mean. Or 2 at a time. That's all. So simplify your workouts. You don't have to do too much. Just prioritize a few things. Be patient and you'll see results. All right, Speed for Flex and I'm out.